Hello, and welcome to a video series that I'm going to be calling Copycat Lemmings Level Solving Commentary video series. And this is a level pack by a user who goes by the name of Peter Spada, aka Essman on the Lemmings Forums. And just like Jeff Lems, in which I recently also finished doing a level solving commentary video series on, yeah, I've also been wanting to do this for a very long time as well. But I simply haven't gotten around to doing so. Yeah, until now. But yes, the time has finally come for that, and yes, I also decided to do a level solving commentary video series here. Yeah, for the pack because yeah, it is such a wonderful pack, and I'm very thankful that um, there is a way to play the pack with a very early version of the Neo Lemmings player. And currently, as it stands, this pack only exists for very old formats Neo Lemmings, aka version 1.43 N-F, yeah, for the Neo Lemmings player. And yeah, there's a really good reason as to why the pack hasn't been converted to modern Neo Lemmings yet, and that is because yeah, because the pack is originally for Cheapo, which Peter Spada also made, and because yeah, again, the pack was originally for Cheapo, and so this pack was just simply ported over to Neo Lemmings by Namida, and he definitely had a lot of help along the way with during the process, such as he made some tools to convert cheapo sets and also cheapo levels, yeah, to Neo Lemmings. And same thing with Essman. Yeah, he also created at least one tool for to help in the process. But anyway, as I was saying here, yeah, the biggest reason why Copycat Lemmings has not been ported over to version 12 of Neo Lemmings is because here the levels are actually stored as one huge bitmap. Yeah, instead of like uh, multiple pieces of terrain. And so as a result, yeah, every level is one huge piece of terrain, just like a Vega spec. Yeah, unlike the special graphics levels for Lemmings One with a beast of a level, menacing, what an awesome level, and a beast two of a level. Yeah, so it's very similar to that. And as a result, excuse me, there isn't really an easy way to like convert that to modern Neo Lemmings as a result. And pretty much uh, practically the only way that we can do so currently is to simply manually recreate the levels from scratch. Yeah, which is a very huge undertaking that I certainly will not be doing because, like, yeah, I am not very good when it comes to level designing, and yeah, a lot of these levels are also pretty big from what I remember, and so as a result, it's going to be a very time-consuming process. Now, from a couple of years ago, Esmond did appear again on the forums after quite a long absence, and he did say that he was probably going to plan to like uh, remake the levels in a standard Neo Lemmings like graphic set. Yeah, so like with a Lemmings One official tile set. But it's been a few years since he posted that on the forums, and yeah, nothing has really come of it yet, or at least we haven't heard anything about any progress that has possibly been made on that. And so yeah, it's kind of a pipe dream at this point, and I certainly don't blame him since he made Copycat Lemmings a very long time ago, and yeah, it's just like doesn't really have as much time as he used to have. Yeah, back when the pack was made, and yeah, it's just it's also a huge undertaking to like switch back and forth between Cheapo and Neo Lemmings. Yeah, I don't think he is as accustomed to Neo Lemmings as he is to Cheapos, which is his own engine that he made. So yeah, and so as a result, yeah, it's going to be a very long time if not like forever that Copycat Lemmings won't be ported to version 12 Neo Lemmings. Um, Now there may be a person that might take up this task and everything, but again, it's a very huge undertaking though. Yeah, just having to like manually recreate all the levels by scratch. Um, but yeah, that's really the best that we can do currently though. But in any case, yeah. Regarding cheapo, yeah, it is something that I installed on my laptop earlier this year. Yeah, after asking Geo for his Cheapo archive, and luckily he still has it somewhere on his hard drive, which he was able to send me. And so I went about to installing it on my laptop earlier this year, and yeah, I gave it a little bit of a try, and it does seem pretty impressive. But the biggest problem with cheapo nowadays is that on modern machines it tends to run very, very poorly. And pretty much the only way I could get it to be pretty bearable is to run it through a virtual machine. Yeah, it definitely runs a bit better there, but even then, yeah, it still tends to run pretty poorly. Yeah, in contrast to like really, really early computers and stuff. And so as a result, yeah, I may at some point come back to cheapo, but yeah, for the time being though, there's still plenty of things that to like keep myself busy and whatnot. So but I would I think I'm gonna try though, just because yeah, I definitely heard a lot of great things with like so many great levels for existing on cheapo and everything. So yeah, that definitely intrigues me, and I would definitely love to take a look. And especially since there are some other differences as well. Yeah, such as like some like mechanics and objects that exist in cheapo but not in Neo Lemmings, for example. Yeah, I believe there's like gravity inversion and stuff like that. And maybe some other stuff, but I can't remember what they are at the moment. But there are like two pretty major ones here, though. Yeah, and you will definitely see them as we go along in this video series. Yeah, for example, in cheapo mode, yeah, which was a setting that was enabled in or that existed in very early versions of NeoLemmix, such as very old formats NeoLemmix, where it was just to ensure compatibility with cheapo levels, yeah, in NeoLemmix. And basically, when you checked that setting, it enabled mechanics that existed on cheap or that exist on cheapo. So the two major ones here being are default distance is greatly increased. Yeah, from 64 pixels to 80 pixels. So it's a 16% increase here. 16%? No, I'm sorry. No. 25%. Yeah, I'm being dumb. Because I did the math before, but no, I'm getting my percentages confused now. No, it's a 25% increase. And also another one, yeah, which probably wouldn't matter in most cases, but it could possibly have an impact on a few levels here, and that is yeah, in the checkerboard formation where there's a gap, yeah, with adjacent diagonal pieces and stuff. Instead of slipping through those gaps like they do in the Lemmings and Dulce, yeah, in cheapo, the Lemmings will step up them instead. Yeah, and I believe the same thing happens in Licks. They will also step up a checkerboard formation. But yeah, those two are pretty much like the main ones that you will see, yeah, throughout the video series here. So yes, Copycat Lemmings, yeah, as you can see here, yeah, this is the main menu, and yeah, here's the background, and yeah, you can see information about the pack. Yeah, Copycat Lemmings at the bottom by Peter Spada. Yeah, and this is on version 1.43 N-F, the last Neo Lemmings player for very old formats Neo Lemmings. So yes, with all that being said, I think we are ready to go here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into Copycat Lemmings. Alrighty, first up, fun one, Just Bash. And I do believe all these are time limits, but I cannot remember. So yes, as you can see, the graphic sets here are very, very different from the from the Lemmings 1 ones. And yeah, here I had to make sure that I reduce the volume here so that music isn't blasting very loudly in my ears with the headphones on. But anyway, just like the title says, you just need to bash. Yeah, and indeed, you can think of this as like the basher tutorial level. Yeah, and it already exists as the first level of the pack. So yeah, just 3 bashers and you're done already. And yeah, for the music here, I decided to use Vandalsoft's remixes of the Lemmings 1 music tracks. So yes, I decided to use that because like yeah, we haven't really heard their remixes at all in very old formats Neo Lemmings. I did think about using either the Dulce version or the PC Canadian versions, but because you can easily hear those on modern Neo Lemmings, I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and mix things up, and so I decided to use Mendelsoft's remixes, and I also think they're kind of appropriate too, because like, these graphic sets that we see here, they're not exactly like the Lemmings 1 graphic sets, but yeah, they're kind of like more than just recoloring versions of them and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, why not go for like a kind of a mix, yeah, with the music and stuff. So I feel like Mendelsoft's remixes here do pretty well. So that's my decision behind that. Alrighty, fun 2, turn around and dig. So should be the digger tutorial. Oh no, blocker and digger tutorial. So as you can see, yeah, this is pretty much like Lemmings 1's version of the pillar tile set. So block here. Okay, and then finally dig after you're past this, so that no Lemmings will slip out to the right. Yeah, instead they would just turn around and go back towards the exit. Yep, and then I just go ahead and nuke. Yeah, to remove that blocker. Fun 3, welcome to Heck. So yeah, blocker and bomber tutorial. And yeah, you have to keep in mind there was no CPM or anything in very early versions of Neo Lemmings. So yeah, we just bomb here. Just make sure to not bomb on top of one another, so that the holes are like right above one another here. Yeah, otherwise that would make the Lemming splat. So yeah, as you can see, this is pretty much like the L1 fire tile set equivalent. Yeah, but for cheapo instead. So these tile sets are pretty nice in my opinion. Fun 4, the Blue Lagoon. So yeah, I believe this one is called Blue. Yeah, so essentially it's the L1 crystal tile set. So yeah, blocker and bombers just like the previous one, but we also have builders as well. So we just go ahead and block with the second lemming while sending one on ahead to just build to reach the exit. So as you can see, it's just pretty much exactly what you're accustomed to in Neo Lemmings. Yeah, just the graphic sets are different because, yeah, these are cheapo levels ported over to Neo Lemmings. So 4 builders and then 3 builders here, and then finally one last builder to reach the exit. And yeah, just went ahead and bombed the blocker here. And of course, you will recognize this as Shelby coming around the mountain. Fun 5, through the barricades. So all have been 9-minute time limit levels. So climber and floaters and bashers. Yeah, and this one I believe is called Pink. Yeah, aka the equivalent of the L1 marble tile set. So yeah, everyone gets a climber and floater. Yeah, this one not yet. Yeah, I decided to give him as much distance as possible. Yeah, even though it doesn't really matter because like even if some of them do turn around, this will stop them from going out further to the left. Yeah, and then finally one last bash to reach the exit, and that's it. Oh yeah, and I decided to just have the next one bash as well, just so we don't have to wait a long time for him to come back towards the exit. Yeah, and this is a save all level, so yeah. Fun 6, let me do it. Okay, so climbers and miners here. Yeah, and also there's vertical scrolling. Yeah, all of them have had vertical scrolling. Yeah, so far. Yeah, first lemming gets a not a floater, a climber, sorry. And then same thing with the third one. Okay, so we go ahead and mine here in order to make a turnaround point for the next climber. We will turn back to the left and mine the crowd free. So yeah, Mendelsoft's remix of the can here. As a matter of fact, maybe I should show that as well. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, so as you can see, the climber does not go out. Fun 7. Oh, now that's easy. Okay, so 20 of everything here. So I made the first one dig, and then I go ahead and bash once he's low enough. Yeah, to the point that no one can go out to the left. So yeah, one-way arrows did exist, but yeah, they're not animated as you can see here. Okay, then I stop the basher mid-stroke with a builder, and then I go ahead and build to the left. And then I just build to get over the steel block. Yeah, then I just keep doing that until we get over. So one more should do, I think. Yep, there we go. Fun 8. Follow me. Follow me, fellow lemmings. So another 20 of everything here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and dig here. Okay, bash on through. Okay, and then finally mine. Yep, and that's it already. Fun 9. Let's help our buddies. So yeah, they land on here first before falling the rest of the way. So a floater and then a builder. Yeah, a floater. Yeah, and I do believe they will spot here. Yeah, despite the massive increase in the fall distance. So yeah, they all get floaters in the meantime while this one builds to make a platform. And then bash through here. Yeah, and then we bash to get to the exit now. As a matter of fact, I am curious. Yeah, let me just go ahead and cancel the replay here. So yeah, they still spot, okay. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I would not assign floaters otherwise. So yeah, 80 pixels may be a pretty big distance, but it's still not like, it still doesn't make them completely invisible, or invincible. Blah, blah, blah. I'm having a really hard time speaking. And finally, fun 10, just don't dig. Okay, 20 of everything here, and you look at this map, it's more or less a rehashing of Fun 1 Just Dig from Lemmings 1. Yeah, just with some decoration on the outside too. But the main part of the level, which is here, yeah, it does resemble Fun 1 in the layout. Yeah, for the most part. Okay, so 3 builders to the right and 2 more builders to the left. Okay, so I just keep on building up. Okay, and build here, and he gets trapped. Okay, bash on through, yeah, which releases that trapped lemming, and then stop the basher with a builder, and then we continue building up to the left here. So I didn't quite reach it because I built at the wrong spot. So I need another builder there, and finally just bash to get to the exit. Yep, and that's it. Alrighty, so those were the first 10 levels of the fun rank. So next time we would do 10 more levels. So yeah, I'm just going to follow the same structure as I've been doing all of my level solving commentary video series. Especially when there's like a multiple of 10 amount of levels, yeah, in each rank. So yeah, 10 levels per video here. And so with this, I hope you enjoyed the first video at the Copycat Lemmings level solving commentary video series. And I'll see you all next time.